Hi guys, how are you? This is Joyce. Welcome back to our GH live stream room. So today I'm going to share you with this one, the G649. For this kit, we got 4 pieces stapler and 6 pieces mysterious colors. Because those colors are super mysterious, like the forex, the blue, and the purple. So later I'm going to show you how to using this kit to apply the chunky glitters. So for this kit, we're going to show you the colors. So for our GH Fast Giant Dipping Powder kits, we got total 18 kits. From the light color to the dark color and with the shimmer. So here's the colors we are making today. These 6 colors. I'm going to show you these 6 colors. The blue colors and the purple and the green. So for those colors, we're going to how to make the design like that. Here, could you see that? Here's with the chunky glitters that you could using the Twixer to help you. And actually, you do not need to using the UV lamp because we are going to using the dip system by using this GH Fast Giant Dipping Powder kit. So actually, we could using this kit to make more designs like that. And here. So we got so many designs when you buy this kit, and you could get so many things and how to do all designs. Because later our nail technician going to show you how to make these designs by using the chunky glitter. So for the G649 for this kit, we got the limited times lining due next week, and on the August 3. For this kit. The perseverance time for the 11th, 35 to 5:35 p.m. for this kit. We got the limited times lining due. So today we're going to show you how to make this kit with the designs with the chunky glitter. So for the previous, we already show you before when we do our nails, you need to push back the cuticle and cut off any excess cuticle. And you need to remove the shine with the buffer, and shape the nail with the file. So later we're going to show you to do the design directly because we already done all the preparation. So now let's go to see how to make the designs. So let's go. First, we already done all preparation. So now we're going to do the designs directly by using this kit. For this color, it's from our G649. Today we're going to show you how to using 3 colors and to make the designs with chunky glitter. For the chunky glitter, the loose glitter will launch on our Amazon.com soon by searching GHdip that you could find them. So actually for now we are going to using those 3 colors. As I mentioned before, if you're first to ever using at home, that you could using the bond pipette to help you to remove any oil and let your nail bed get dry. Actually today our model is with the fade nail. If you are the natural nail, that you could using the balm or the primer or the pH prime, the prick, to help you to remove any oil from your nail bed. So actually now we are going to do the design directly. For those colors, we need to using 3 colors. If you are doing the designs at home, that you do not need to using so many colors, using open so many powders in one time. Now, so first we need to stir the powder to avoid it stick together, and then to pour into the tray. For that dip trays that actually you can find from our dip powder accessories kit. We are doing the design with the marble design. Now we need to stir the powder every time to avoid it sticking together, and we need to mix 2 colors. So because we are doing the demo, that we apply too much the powder. Actually, if you're doing at home, you just need to pour enough powder that you want for your nails. It's enough. So we need to mix it together with those colors. We got two colors. Later we're going to show you how to make marble nails. So for another hands, we need to use the balm too, the balm prepared. The balm prepared actually you can find from our dip powder accessories kit too. And if you do not buy our dip powder accessories kit, that you can find to use any balm or primer from other brands on the market, so it's enough. So now we're going to use in the base. We need to apply the base to your entire nail. So every time keep your hands or keep yourself relaxed. That's we are doing the tutorial of the nails. So first we need to apply the base to your entire nail, and every time you need to keep your brush flat and you need to brush it evenly, because it's really important that you will find your powder won't be bumpy or uneven. So first we need to tap on the powder. For the powder we already mixed together, so you need to tap on it and then take out. As you can see, the marble design already finished. Normally we will do it only one layer. Actually for the first layer you could use the clear powder to help you. And for the second layer, you could just dip into the powder. Actually, you need to mix it well. For our top finger, for our both hands, the top finger, we need to use the marble design. So we will do those two fingers first. We need to apply the base to your entire nail. And then turn it around and then to tap on the powder. Stay for a second. Because we just do the tutorial how to make the marble design, so if you're at home, you could use the base as your first layer. It won't look so clear for the first layer, but actually we normally do the marble one time. For the base, you could use any color which are more light or the white powder. So now for another fingers, we are going to do another design. We need to apply the base to your entire nail again. And every time need to brush it evenly. It's really important. And then dip into the powder with 45-degree angle, stay for a second, and take out. And tap off. So we will do two fingers of those colors, because it will let your design looks more fit for both hands. So now we need to stay for a second with the powder and take out and tap off. And using a brush to help you to tap off, because you do not want the brush of your base glue that get many powders on it. So then to apply the base to your entire nail again. You could do this lightly, because for the base you do not let it to get on your critical skin. And dip into and take out. And every time take off any excess. So for another fingers, we need to repeat as a step. And actually for our GH fast shine dipping powder, normally 2 to 3 coats is enough. But if you think it's too light, that cannot to cover your original natural nails, that you could apply the 3rd times or the 4th times. So actually it depends on you. But normally we suggest 2 to 3 coats is enough. So for this, we need to do it these 2 fingers. You need to remember which fingers you need to do the designs. Normally we select the 2nd and the 5. So now we need to apply the base to your entire nail again and dip into the powder, stay for a second and tap off. We need to using the base to brush it from the middle left to the right and brush it evenly and then dip into the powder. Stay for a second and take out. And using the brush to help you to tap off. So now we need to apply the second layer. Every time just keep your brush flat and you need to brush it evenly, then your powder will be more smooth when it's on your nails. Stay for a second is really important because you need to let the powder and the dip glitter assorted together. For those colors, we are ready to choose the color which will look more perfect to match together. Actually, for those kits, we got 6 colors. You could combine any colors you want. And as for our G649, for these colors, we got 6 pieces of shine dipping powder with 3 blue colors, 2 purples, and 1 green colors. So you could, these colors are mysterious colors, like the ocean and the forest. So actually you could combine those colors to make so many designs. So now we are going to move for another colors. Now we need to do this finger with the ombre. Sorry, it's not the ombre, it's just like the French. But with the chien, just like that, to touch your nails, to turn to another angles. Like the color block. That's for the colors we need to make another color a little small block, another one extra much the large block. So actually you do not need to worry when you see your first layer is not perfect. That's we could fix it on the second layer. So after tap off, we need to apply the second layer on. As you can see, we need to fix the part which is a little bit near the cuticle. So let's turn your finger like that. I think most of our clients, they know how to do that with the color block. Before we already do one design with the color block, how to make the designs by the color block with, using our powder. And tap off. So actually you could see our powders because it could be just itself within 30 seconds. So you could see the block is so obviously it won't mix together with both 2 colors. For this one, we need to apply it again for the base to your entire nail from the middle left to the right. This time we need to use in the dark color on the bottom and tap off, and to dip into another color immediately and stay for a second and take out. These fingers we are going to using the dark colors on the bottom, light colors on the top. So for the designs, actually for the first layer, it's not so full and it's not so perfect, but you can fix it on the second layer or the third layer. But normally 2 coats is enough for our powder. We need to apply it again for the base too. Now we need to dip into a powder to create the same color block and tap off and dip into another colors. Stay for a second and take out and tap off. So every time using the brush to help you to tell off any excess powder. Return to another hand and we repeat this step for you, how to make the color block. And first, you need to apply the base to your entire nail. From the middle left to the right, do not forget the parts near the cuticle area, but do not let the base to get on your cuticle. And turn your finger, just like the 30-degree angle, and to make the color block like that, with both colors for the light and the dark colors. For those colors are the blue, which one is the dark blue and another one is the light blue. Because for this color we have 3 blue colors, the ocean blue, and 2 purple color, and 1 green color. So we need to repeat this step and to dip into powder to create a color block as you like. And to take out and tell off, and dip into another color. Stay for a second and take out. And use a brush to help you. So actually guys, if you find the 2 layer isn't enough, that you could do the 3rd layer. So it depends on you. We need to apply the base evenly every time to your entire nail, just like that, from the middle left to the right. This time we need to using the light color on the bottom. And tail off. And dip into the dark color, the dark blue color. Stay for a second and take out. And actually for our old tutorial is show you how to make the simple and easy to follow design. So actually you do not need to worry that you don't know how to use it. If for the nail technician maybe you think it's too simple, but we aim to the home user, that's which the clients who first to using our fast shine dipping powder or the first to using the powders. We need to create a more simple way how to make the designs by using the powders. So now let's take out and tail off. You need to keep the cap tightly closed every time after using the colors. So now we need to use the brush to help you. For the brush, actually you can find from our dip powder accessories kit. For the kits, we got the dust remover brush, and the hair of the brush is so soft that it won't scratch your skin. For the base, we already done. Later we need to show you how to apply the chunky glitter, the loose glitter, the bigger one. We need to every time to stir the glitter together, or you roll it, it's like okay. Or you could use the toothpick or any stick to help you to stir the chunky glitter. We need to take a little bit the base, and then using the nail tips to help you to screw the glitter, the chunky glitter, on your nail plate. Just randomly, because you need to apply the base, not the entire nail. As you can see, we just make an X, the shape, and later you need to using the tweezer to help you to make the chunky glitter looks more natural on your nails. So now we need to using the natural powder, the clear powder, to help to protect the design. We need to apply the entire nail for this time. Be because the chunky glitter may be a little bit loose, it will be easy to remove, but you need to brush the base slightly and to avoid to ruin your design. And then very thin layer, then to using the nail tips to help you to scoop the clear powder to sprinkle on your nails. The reason why we scoop the powder and sprinkle on your nails because we need to let your nail surface more thin. It won't be looks more thick, but you could dip into the clear powder. But I think sometimes the loose glitter maybe will be leave on your clear powder. So for school one, to scoop the powder and sprinkle on your nails, it's kind of the way that you could protect the glitter to loose on your to leave on your nail powder. So actually for this design we need to brush the base with the egg shape and then to scoop the glitter on the nails randomly and using the trickster to help you, or you could use the toothpick to help you to make the glitter looks more natural on your nails. And tap off. We need to use the base again. For the base, we need to apply a very thin layer on the nails, to your entire nails. Because later we are gonna to scoop the clear powder and sprinkle on your nails to protect the design. You can use the nail tips. For the nail tips, actually you can find from our dip powder accessories kit too. We have 12 pieces for you. It's for you to for practice, and another is for you to know what colors on the kits that you could use it. If you don't have the nail tips like ours, that you could use a critical pressure to help you. So for this time, as you can see, we made a color block of this design. For the color block, we got the line between two colors. So we need to apply the base to the color, to the line which between two colors. And then to scoop the powder, to scoop the chunky glitter on your nails randomly, and using the trickster to help you to make the designs more perfect as you like and looks more natural. Every time just like that, if you find the place isn't perfect, that you can fix it. Maybe one chunky glitter is on the critical, so we are gonna to take it off. Actually it's dry already, we need to take off. Now we are going to apply the base to your entire nail. This time is to your entire nail, but before you're doing the chunky glitter, you just need to brush only the line between two colors. That makes your design looks more natural, because we need to use the clear powder to protect your design now. We suggest to scoop the powder and sprinkle on the nails, and then it looks more natural. For another nails exam, as you can see, you need to brush the line which between two colors, then to scoop the glitter, the chunky glitter, and then to sprinkle on your nail surface, the nail plate. and tap off. Because as I mentioned, where the base is, that's your powder, that's your glitter will be sticky with. So you just need to brush the place that you need to apply the chunky glitter. And tap off. And for this time you need to apply the base to your entire nail. You need to brush it just like that because you do not want it to ruin your design. But you need to apply less dip glue, the less base. Do not apply too much so your nails won't feel so thick. And tap off. Because for our clear powder, the natural powder is the same, the fast dry and dipping powder too, so it could be dried within 30 seconds by itself. For the designs, as I mentioned, for the color block that you chose to apply the base to the two colors, the line between two colors, and then to skewer the powder and sprinkle on the nails. And tap off. Using the tweezer to help you to get some loose glitter off. You think that it's already loose. And tap off. Because you do not want other place to waste the glitter. Because now we need to using the base again. For this now, because we do not want it to mix together, we need to brush it part by part, one by one. You need to brush the place with the glitter or without the glitter. Then skewer the powder and sprinkle on the top. And then to protect your design. And tap off any excess. For this finger, as I mentioned, you need to brush the base. And then to brush the base which between two colors, and then skewer the glitter and sprinkle on that. And tap off. And using the tweezer to help you make the design more perfect. And you think some glitter will be loose easily so that you can take it out. And we need to apply the base for the place which need later we need to apply the clear powder to protect. For the clear powder, it could be as the base, and it could be using as the cover powder to protect your design. And tap off. And keep your cats tightly closed. So until now, as you see, that's our powder. It can be dried within 30 seconds. That's we do not need to using the actuator. we need to clean it first. Because we do the 10 fingers, maybe a little bit max on the table. So every time you need to clean the table and using the paper to help you to take the powders. We need to using the machine right away because our powder already dried extra raw. Because our powder can be dried within 30 seconds by itself, do not need to using the activator. You need to using the machine to help you to fight off any place that you think bumpy or uneven. Do not forget the critical part. So every time, as you can see, for this finger, it's a little bit with more layer that you need to violate with a longer time. That you could see that we every time need to violate more evenly on the surface. We need to fire from the nail plate first and turn to the critical part. So I think for you, our dear clients, if you want to know how to make the designs, and actually for the color block one, you need to brush it, the place that you need to apply the glitter on. Very thin layer, that's enough for the glitter to stick it on with your nails. So do not apply too much base. And we need to apply it like that. Now we need to fire the place which near the cuticle or your skin. And every time you need to fire it like that. And every time you need to fire the place that you think is bumpy or uneven. For the glitter part, you can use the machine to violate slightly. As you can see, our powder is fast drying dipping powder, and for our clear powder, it's using for protect your design. But every time, do not to apply too much base, because too much base that you will feel your fingers get so heavy. And when you apply the base, you need to pay attention to the place, pay attention to the cuticle area, because you do not want the base to get on your cuticle area, the cuticle skin. If the base to get on your cuticle skin, that you won't feel good and feeling bad, because it may be a little bit scratch your skin. So for the top finger, we're using the marble design. The marble design acts for the first layer. You could using the base, you could using the clear powder as the base that's to apply the marble design on. We're just using one layer. Now we're using the fire to shape them now. Because after every time you do the powder nails, on your nail edge or the critical parts maybe with some glitter or extra powders on it. So you could use this nail file to help you to fire off. And if you find you do not have the machine in your house, that you could use this file to help you to fire off any place bumpy or uneven which on the surface. For this nail file, we need to violate the shape. As you can see, for after the nail powder nails, every time maybe on the nail edge, with some place you feel it rich uneven. For this nail file, you can find this from our dip powder accessories kit too. And actually for the dip powder accessories kit, we got 3 files for you. One file is the emery board, which for the natural nails, and another is the file which we are using now. It's for the artificial nail. It could to use for fire off any place which bumpy or uneven on the nail plate, and it could help you to shape the nail edge and the cuticle with refined shape. And another is the nail file, but it's kind of like the nail buffer. It's this one, the buffer. But for this buffer, it won't make your nail shine. It's using for remove the shine from your nail plate and to sand down the large ridges which on your natural nails. And it could be smooth up your nail edge. Those for the natural nail. And for the artificial nails, during the nail art process, that you could use it as the buffer to buffing any place which you think still uneven and lumpy. And actually for the buffer, we need to use it to grinding the powder nail surface more evenly. And every time when you're using the buffer, you need to use it slightly and slowly if you are not so familiar how to use it well. We could turn to both sides because for our buffer we got 2 sides, 100 grades and 180 grades. And actually for the nail buffer, we need to buff the surface well like that. And to grinding the powder nail surface more evenly. For the glitter one, that you do not need to worry whether it is so easy to fire off for the glitter, the chunky glitter, because we are already using the natural powder, the clear powder to protect the design. So guys, as you can see from now, we didn't using the activator. So if you are using our GH Fast Shine Dipping Powder kits, do not overusing the activator. You just need to use it only one time after the buffing and the filing. Because if you overuse the activator for our Fast Shine Dipping Powder, it will be easy cracking for your nails. So I think most of our customers, they ask how to prevent the powder nails will be chewed off from your nails easily. And actually, for the first, you need to using the buffer to remove the shine on your nail plate, and you need to push back the cuticle and cut off any excess cuticle from the first preparation. And when you're doing to do the designs, it's better to use in the balm or the primer or the prep to help you to dry your nail bed, that the powder will be more stick with your nail bed. And for the another things is that when you apply the base glue on your nails, you need to apply a very thin layer. Keep every layer is same. Do not apply too much or too less. And every time after using the nails on the dip glue, we suggest to you to keep the cap tightly closed because some clients complain the cap cannot open. Because it's so important when you do all those process. The reason why we do the live stream is help to more of our clients to know how to using our Fast Shine powder well, and want to bring you more designs and more tutorial how to make the powders. So no matter whether you are the first to using our Fast Shine Dipping Powder kits, or you already our friends or already our customer already, so if you follow our tutorial, that you will find our powder kits is super easy to use. When you're doing the buffer and filing, and you do not need to lose this step, because for this step it's kind of important to keep your powder nails more stick with your natural nails, because every time you do the filing and buffing, it makes the powder nails will be more sticking with your natural nails. Although every time we're using the fake nails on our models to show you how to make the design, because we are not like the salon, we are the factory, so we every time sometimes we're using the fake nails to show you the designs. If you are the natural nails, you need to do all process. That's you will get more perfect powder nails. So after the buffing, later we are going to using the lint-free wipe and the dust remover brush to help you. Every time we showing you how to create a simple dip powder nails. The reason why we do the simple dip powder nails, because most of our clients, they do it on their at home. So for the tough nails, because a little bit larger than the other nails, so when you apply the base to your entire nail, you need to apply the very thin layer, but you need to apply the base to your full entire nail. Do not forget the cuticle part, but you do not to apply the base to close your cuticle area. For the buffing, because today we're using the chunky glitter, maybe the buffing a little bit longer. But if you want more perfect nails, that is so necessary. Now using a brush, the dust remover brush, to brush off any dust particles for your both hands. When you need to using the lint-free wipe to wipe off any dust particles from your nail plate. Here's the important part too, because maybe no matter you're using the brush or how to tap off, the nail plate may be with the smallest dust particles which on your nail plate, so it's better to using the lint-free wipe to help you to wipe off any dust particles from the nail plate. If you don't have the lint-free wipe, you could using the paper towel. Now we are using the activator. For the activator, we need to use it only one time after buffing and filing, before the top. Every time you need to apply the activator only one time and very thin layer to your entire nails. You need to brush it evenly. From the middle, left to the right. And then we need to use in the top. For the top coat, actually we need to use it only 2 times. But for our fast shine dipping powder, it's kind of the different formula with other brands on the market. So we need to apply the first layer, very thin layer to your entire nail. From the middle left to the right. Every time keep this step and to brush it evenly. Every time you need to apply the base, apply the top, The first layer, very thin layer, when you find it's a little bit done, half dry but still sticky, we need to turn to go back for the first and to apply the second layer. For the second layer, we need to apply it much more than the first layer, but every time you need to brush it evenly, and don't forget the nail edge. You need to brush much more than the first layer, but you need to keep your brush flat and brush evenly for every layer of the glue. We need to apply the top for the first layer. When you see that half dry but still sticky. So if you don't know what is half dry but still sticky, you could see the surface a little bit matte, done. That you need to apply the second layer immediately. And for our top, it will be more fast dry than the other brand too, because it could be dried within 1 minute. So we need to show you to do another hand too. For these hands, we need to apply the actuator after the buffing and filing. For the actuator, we will need to use it only one time before the top. And you need to apply the very thin layer, but to your entire nail with the actuator. And then we need to apply the top. For the top, we need to apply it 2 times. And for the first layer, we need to apply the very thin layer to your entire nail, from the middle left to the right. You need to brush it evenly, because you do not want your final layer to get bumpy or uneven. So we need to apply it around 3 fingers, then to go back for the first finger, a little bit done, then go back for this now. We need to apply it, the second layer on immediately when you see it half dry but still sticky. And when you see that, as you can see, for the second layer, it makes it more shiny, double shiny than the normal powder, and more fast dry than the normal powders which are on the market. Because our fast dry and dipping powder kit is for saving your time. For the first layer, you need to brush it evenly, very thin layer, from the middle left to the right. When you're the second layer, half dry but still sticky, we need to apply the second layer on. For the second layer, we need to apply much more than the first layer. Don't forget the nail edge. And actually for our top, it could be dried within 1 minute. Okay, whatever. Do not need to using the stopwatch now. I think most of our clients, they know how fast they dry. So here's today's design. Guys, welcome back. So today's design is by this kit, the G649. For this kit, we are gonna to have the limited time lining deal on the 3rd of August from the Pacific Daylight Time to 11:35 a.m. to 5:35 p.m. the G649. And actually, if you do not remember the times, that will to show you on this dip group, but on this group for our GHdip powder group. For this glue, we are going to show you the event starts, the limited times for the lining there starts. And we got so many nail lovers here for how to communicate the experience to using our GHdip fast shine dipping powder well. So for for that glue, that you will find more events because we could to invite some friends into our glue that you got a free gift. So actually for today we already done for these designs. So later you could find from our Facebook group that you could find it, the designs of this kit. And actually for our group you can find so many other nail lovers to share their tips how to using the GH fast shine dipping powder well, or with other suggestions for us to how to create our brands and how to make more products for our brands. And actually we already so many, we got the 12 powder kits on our Amazon.com. By searching GHdip, we got some more informations. So actually for these kits we got, there are 6 colors. Remember for the 3 blue and the 2 purples and 1 green. If you do not have this kit that's focused on our limited times lining deal, that you got this kit with favorable price. So guys, we will show you more tutorials or later in the future for our live stream. So guys, bye. Thanks for watching.